If I may, at this point, this is very substantial as what Lee was just indicating and touching on. This is such an important point where Lee is at now with our Philippine brothers and sisters. And the reason is they have gone through all of the trials and errors and experiences with the with trying to create their freedom. So they have done it all, they've been through it all, and they know that it doesn't work, with their sovereignty, with their autonomy, because the outside world is still a force upon them. However, they are at the point, as a result of that, they're able to see fully as an autonomous group that GPMS is the absolute solution. Now, having said this, right at this current time, the Philippines is the peer for this, and they are the path shower for all of the other sovereign autonomous groups around the world, because all of these other individual sovereign groups are all threatened to some degree at this time. There is no security. And so with this, by the Philippines being the peer and the example of stepping up to the plate from the sovereign theme, this is very instrumental for GPMS and the rest of the sovereign indigenous groups, autonomy groups. They must follow and they must converge. Now, having said this, they are also keeping a watch, and I myself have been feeding, some of the update and information to some of the sovereign ones with no reply back. Nevertheless, I keep showing them, I keep saying, look, look, look. But eventually and inevitably, they have to come forward and converge with what we're doing.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, add a little bit more. Wait a minute, Lee, just 2 minutes. Add a little bit more to that, in the sense of the sovereignty groups around the world that are still going through a little bit of a release within themselves. Anybody in here that is involved or has brought GPMS to sovereign groups, continue to keep looking and viewing what's occurring in the Philippines as we keep moving forward. And as Rick has stated, so if you've been dealing with sovereign groups like myself and I have in England and other areas, like Rick has just stated, he keeps sending the information through to the sovereign groups he's been dealing with, and as will I. So anybody else here that has been dealing with sovereign groups and not getting much success, as we keep getting more information that's coming through from the Philippines, I would ask everyone to pass that information and show the sovereign groups that you have been dealing with along the way, and let's see what occurs from it.
Yeah, perfect. I anticipate quite a bit of update coming from here over the next few weeks. I don't say too much yet because I don't say too much yet. Just enough for now to keep. It is what it is here, and it will grow huge. So getting this information out to others, we know that there's a herd mentality, even if there shouldn't be. We don't need to judge it as what it is, but once they see what's happening in the Philippines and how the Philippines are moving away from what was, uniting to what will be, this will allow other groups in divinely. So yes, it's very, very important.
Well, let Lee get this cleaned up here a little bit. So, so this is what you're seeing is the darkness, the great fear in them to come on to try to distract and distort. And having said this, this is the only vain, futile thing that the darkness can attempt to do is just throw wrenches in it. But having said this, we are omnipotent, and this brings in the divine level to GPMS, where there is nothing that the darkness can do. So in this great time, if you will, as well, with the sovereignty, especially in Canada, I'm speaking to, they need to step up and unite worldwide. And in the beginning of the Zoom meeting, you know, what Lee was touching on, worldwide, in every country, every government around the world, there is this evil network that is all interconnected. And any sovereign group in one country is no good. This will not work. It has to be the worldwide unity of the people right now to remove that.
Kill yourself. Kill yourself now.
So it's important that all unite at this time, and you know, it's no time to be complacent nor hesitant. So everyone needs to step up.
It's okay. We'll keep going, brother. I'll just keep removing them.
Yeah, yeah.